we came upon the hum of many voices and presently entered a wide, long room with great deal of tables, two at each end, on each of which burnt a pair of candles, and seated all round on benches a congregation of girls of every age, from 9 to 10 or 20. Seen by the dim lights of the dips, their number to me appeared countless, though not in reality exceeding 80. They were uniformly dressed in brown stuff frocks of quaint fashion, and long holland pinafores. It was the hour of study. They were engaged in combing over their tomorrow's task, and the hum I had heard was the combined result of their whispered repetitions. Miss Miller signed to me to sit on the bench near the door. Then, walking up to the top of the long room, she cried out, "Monitors, collect the lesson books and put them away." Four tall girls arose from different tables and, going round, gathered the books and removed them. Miss Miller again gave the word of command, "Monitors, fetch the supper trays." The tall girls went out and returned presently, each bearing a tray with portions of something, I knew not what, arranged thereon, and a pitcher of water and a mug in the middle of each tray. The portions were handed out. Those who liked took a draught of the water, the mug being common to all. When it came to my turn, I drank, for I was thirsty, but did not touch the food, excitement and fatigue rendering me incapable of eating. I now saw, however, that it was a thin oaten cake shared into fragments. The meal over, prayers were read by Miss Miller, and the classes filed off 2 or 3 upstairs. Overpowered by this time with weariness, I scarcely noticed what sort of a place our bedroom was, except that, like the schoolroom, I saw it was very long. Tonight I was to be Miss Miller's bedfellow. She helped me to undress. Then, laid down, I glanced at the long rows of beds, each of which was quickly filled with 2 occupants. In 10 minutes the single light was extinguished. Amid silence and complete darkness I fell asleep. The night passed rapidly. I was too tired even to dream. I only once awoke to hear the wind rave in furious gusts and the rain fall in torrents, and to be sensible that Miss Miller had taken her place by my side. When I again unclosed my eyes, a loud bell was ringing. The girls were up and dressing. Day had not yet begun to dawn, and a rush of light or two burnt in the room. I too rose reluctantly. It was bitter cold, and I dressed as well as I could for shivering, and washed where there was a basin at liberty, which did not occur soon, as there was but one basin to 6 girls on the stands down the middle of the room. Again the bell rang. All formed in file, 2 and 2 and 2, and in that order descended the stairs and entered the cold and dimly lit schoolroom. Here prayers were read by Miss Miller. Afterwards she called out, "Form classes!" A great tumult succeeded for some minutes, during which Miss Miller repeatedly exclaimed, "Silence!" and "Order!" When it subsided, I saw them all drawn up in their 4 semicircles before 4 chairs placed at 4 tables. All held books in their hands, and a great book, like a Bible, lay on each table before the vacant seat. A pause of some seconds succeeded, filled up by the low, vague hum of numbers. Miss Miller walked from class to class, hushing this definite sound. A distant bell tinkled. Immediately 3 ladies entered the room. Each walked to a table and took her seat. Miss Miller assumed the 4th vacant chair, which was the nearest the door.